Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a good Thursday night. It is October 22nd, and I'm back here with a weather update. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about in today's video, so let's go ahead and get started. I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like. That would be very nice. So let's get started. So this is the infrared for part of the Atlantic, all the Gulf of Mexico, and the whole U.S. You can see the main things we have going on right now. In the United States, we have a lot of snow in this area, and we have severe weather in Iowa and Wisconsin, going all the way down to Kansas right now. Then you can see those colder cloud tops. And right here we have Epsilon. This is Epsilon right here. That's the two main things we have going on right now that really affect us. We do have a lot of thunderstorm activity in the tropics. So let's go ahead and look at it. This is a zoomed-in picture of Epsilon. Epsilon still has an eye. The eye is right there. But as you guys can see, we do have a lot of dry air trying to get in there. Kind of eating away at part of this. We do have a decent eye wall on the southwest side. And on the northern side, this looks like some pretty strong storms of Epsilon, or to the north of Epsilon. It's currently an 85-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane, with a minimum central pressure of 968. Last night it was a Cat 3. Right now Bermuda has gotten tropical storm force winds, but right now the tropical storm force wind field's gotten a little smaller in Bermuda. Only the northeast side of Bermuda is really getting it now. Is still getting it. This is forecasted to become a hurricane pretty much until Sunday afternoon. Let's go look at wind speed probabilities. Really, it's going to go to the north of Bermuda, and then it's not going to really be affecting much more land. It's going to kind of stay in the ocean. So that is a good thing. That's Epsilon. That's our only activity, really. Now let's move on to the severe weather. Right now we have a slight risk for eastern Iowa. The SPC finally put one in. Mine last night was in this area. Mine was a little bit further to the southeast. I do think it could have been further to the north. So the SPC has their slight risk for areas of southwestern Wisconsin and eastern Iowa, and it had the marginal going all the way up to central Wisconsin and down to northern Missouri, and they have one in Texas. Tornado threat is less than 2 now, 5% wind, and we have a 15% for hail in eastern Iowa. That's why we have our slight risk. And then tomorrow, a marginal has been added from Ohio down to northern Alabama and northern Mississippi, right there, as you guys can see. And then for day 3, we just saw a general thunderstorm in the southeast. Let's look at our severe weather right now. Let's go to the latest model run, which is the 23Z's out a little bit. So right now we do have some storms going on in Iowa and Wisconsin. As you can see, those are likely going to train. I think we could have some flooding. We're going to have a lot of training storms, and a lot of areas could get an inch plus of rain. So I think that the best bet for severe weather is probably in this area of eastern Iowa. Probably some hail and maybe some damaging winds too. I think the tornado threat is low. I think the tornado threat might bust a little bit. Or not bust, because it downgraded it to a non-2%. So I guess it's really not going to bust. We do have a lot of snow up here. This is all snow up to the north of Minnesota and Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure the rain snow line is right about there. Duluth, you've been getting snow pretty much all day. It kind of mixed with rain for a little bit, though. So let's see what kind of cape we have. Alright, so this is probably what's limiting it. I think we didn't have enough. We didn't have as much cape as expected. Only 1,500 in this area. So as much as we were expecting. Last night the models were showing 3,000. We did not have that. There was a lot of fog reports in Iowa, so there was probably a lot of fog in Iowa, which helped keep the sun away. And so there was not a lot of sunshine, which there was not a lot of instability. Today has not really been Actually, let's go here and take a look at the reports for today. We just have one hail report, and that's in central Wisconsin. Alright, so now let's move off that, and let's go talk about the winter. The winter weather. This is our first snowstorm. We had a lot of snow in Minnesota and Wisconsin. I don't know how much exactly we got in that area. But I'm pretty sure some areas of South Dakota probably got like half a foot at least, and Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. And you see, that's gonna dip north, and it's not gonna bring any snow likely to the northeast. Maybe higher elevations. That's about it, though. Probably not even higher elevations, though. And yeah, then that moves out, kind of weakens too before the cold front reaches areas like New York City. This is our next snowstorm, and you guys can see by tomorrow afternoon it's gonna be going on, and it's gonna be starting to get its act together in Washington, Idaho, and western Montana. Then it's going to move southeastward, bring some snow to areas like Iowa. And then when the low pressure moves into the plains, that's when this thing starts moving east and brings probably the first snowfall to areas like Kansas City. Maybe Oklahoma City, you could get some freezing rain. We'll have to see. And areas like Peoria, Illinois, and Chicago, you guys could get your first snowfall. And St. Louis, you're going to kind of be on that southern edge. But we're going to have to see about that. Areas like Amarillo, I don't think you've already gotten snow this year. You could have, though. But you could also get your first snow from this. GFS has been fairly consistent with this system. I was shoving it last night. We'll have to see what it does in the morning when I post the next video about this. We're gonna be talking about this again. So yeah, let's take a look at what we could be looking at for snowfall. So additional snowfall from this, I think that's overdone a lot. Don't think we're going to see that much in Texas, so let's just kind of ignore that. So this one system, this snow over here is from now, but some of this to the south is from this next winter storm. So we could be seeing up to a ½ foot in areas like South Dakota, Nebraska, and probably up to 5 inches in areas in northern Kansas and northwestern Missouri, and about an inch all the way down to central Missouri, central Illinois, all the way down to central Oklahoma, and maybe some snow in western Texas also, especially northwestern Texas. You could get a decent amount. This is going to be probably our second named winter storm of the season. This is going to be affecting much of the U.S., and after that, it might bring some of the first snow to the northeast. Wait, no, I think that's just a clipper. Actually, no, that's probably not this. Let me see. Let's go back to precip. No, that's a different storm. That's this. This happens next week, and this will bring the cooler, dry air to the southeast. This system right here. This is GFS has been consistent with it. It's just the location of it. The GFS does not know where this thing is actually going to happen. But we'll see. It's been consistent with a little bit of snow in the northeast. And it could be a nor'easter, maybe, I don't know. Because the GFS has not been it's been kind of consistent with it off the coast. Yeah. But we will have to see. Now, alright, so we're also gonna let's look at temperature anomalies, because we are going to have a pretty major cold blast, as you guys can see. Look at this. So when our second winter storm blasts to the southeast, we already have cold air in place in this whole area here. That is going to be helping snowfall due to colder than average air. But look at this. Temperatures almost 30 degrees below average in areas of Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Texas. So very cold. Let's actually look at some of the actual temperatures. So this is Tuesday, October 22nd, 2 degrees in Minnesota. The GFS says -1 in eastern Wyoming there. So yeah, definitely some very cold temperatures. That'll wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow morning. But yes, bye.